Placing your music with game companies is the fastest way to get paid as a music artist. You don't need to play the long game and wait till you become famous. You can just get the money in your account, and if you lock in royalties, get more money passively as a long-term income. I actually have a song placed with Riot Games, and today I'll tell you how that happened, plus some other ways you can try to get your songs placed, and at the very end, I'll tell you how much money Riot Games paid me for making a song for them. My name is Nanan. I was an artist manager on a label, and now I help artists brand, grow, and get funding independently. By the way, you can get my free artist scale roadmap in the second link in the description below. So let's go back a few years to 2021. My career in the music business was just getting started, and I was somewhat known in the local trap metal community. I'd take part on the forums, theme pages, and discussion, and I would help artists shoot music videos by being a sort of director, stylist, and sourcing things they needed for the shoot. For one specific music video, I got skin-piercing ladies to come to the shoot for artistic shock value. They put hooks through their back, like actually through the skin, and float around hanging from trees looking pretty and a bit gruesome in the vid. So naturally, as I did the negotiations, I was the one organizing the shoot and making sure everything was going well. I got talking and showed them some of my own demos. They didn't care, but it did slap hard at my buddy's shows later. Anyway, the shoot wrapped up and that was that, and everybody went their way until one day I got a text. It was an unknown number, saying they heard my demo, thought it was sick, and had a potential job for me, so I should swing by the studio sometime. It was mysterious as hell, but naturally I did go to the studio, where I found out exactly what's happening. It was the owner of a sound design company that did both sound and music for video game studios. Essentially, he would source sounds to larger studios who didn't want to bother or just didn't want to make their own music due to time, budget, or staffing constraints. These guys are also called music supervisors, and this one sought me out because the Hook Girls showed him my demo. I was working with artists, I was involved in a community, I was getting things moving, meeting all sorts of people, making connections, just doing work, and ultimately it led to more opportunities knocking on the door, but that's not everything. I'm of course glad I answered, because this guy needed a song for Riot Games. Valorant was about to have some large tournament in Eastern Europe, and they were making a ton of media to promote it. My song ended up making it to the official announcement trailer, which on vk.com got over 500,000 views. Pretty damn cool. As for money, I'll tell you about that at the end, because the first thing I did was ask him how do guys like him even find music so artists know how to reach. Here's the list of things he said he looks for. Naturally, the music itself needs to be fully cleared, and you need to own full exclusive rights to the song before pitching. Instrumental music is better, but songs with lyrics still have some situational use, such as in-game radios, promotional material, and intro themes. For genres, lo-fi, electronic, metal, orchestral, and 8-bit is what these people want most. And the easiest way to start meeting music supervisors is actually meeting and pitching to indie game studios that work with small budgets and small teams. The owners of the studio will often be one-man armies who are their own music supervisors as well. Since indie studios and solo devs have no name, they are much easier to reach than something like Riot, but they're still often willing to pay because most of them can't compose music themselves. By finding these guys on r/gamedev or Discords or just YouTube indie game trailers or devlogs, you can reach out to them in private and offer your music to be used for either a straight payment or a revenue share agreement where you take a small bite of each game sale they make as a royalty stream. If your catalog is large, you can reach out to a lot of these developers and have multiple streams of revenue where you make passive income as they make all the effort to promote and market their game with your song in it. One little life hack is looking for companies taking part in game jams, because game jams are a timed event and developers need music ASAP. You can look on places like Global Game Jam, Ludum Dare, itch.io, and offer free music for jam use, with a contract that they need to pay if the game ships commercially. Another place to try is game-ready music libraries such as itch.io, Unity Asset Store, Unreal Marketplace, Pond5, Audio Jungle, and Motion Array. You can upload your music there, and people who like it will simply buy it to use in their projects. Now, when it comes to actual professional music supervisors, usually they find you, or they work with labels, but you can find them and pitch to them independently using this strategy. The first thing is you can search up music supervisors, audio directors, creative directors, and studio founders on LinkedIn and try pitching your songs there. And the second is these guys might browse libraries like disco.ac, SynchTank, Music Gateway, and Songtrader. Disco and Cinch Tank might not be for you unless you're working with a label or a licensing company, but Music Gateway and Songtradr will be more accessible and could be a good option to getting started with putting your stuff out there. My personal recommendation is to focus on networking and outreach. Might take some time to getting started, yes, but let's be honest, nothing good ever comes quick. Good things are built up over time, so nothing will happen unless you get started. And finally, how much money did I make from placing a song with a massive company like Riot Games? They paid me a flat fee of $2,000 with no royalties, no performing rights, and basically I hand over anything to do with the song, which was fine. I wrote the song for them. It was custom made to fit the announcement trailer. And if you want to look like an artist that companies and music supervisors are looking to reach out to, you should definitely join my new school community. It has all the resources and potential for making connections that an artist needs. Also, if you like this video, you should watch this one next.